Welcome back for another video. The Roundup is a series on this channel that arms you with useful information to take into each game week to arrive at better decisions. This includes the top players for predicted points, the bookies' odds, transfer trends and more. An accumulation of smaller but correct decisions can have a significant impact on your rank over the course of the season. Before we jump in, today's video has been kindly sponsored by Spitch, which is a free app on both iOS and Android. A link is at the top of the description. You create a lineup within the budget and you score points based on how they do. What sets it apart is you pick a fresh team every game week and you can win prizes. They've got some completely free leagues to enter at the moment with prizes such as AirPods, Beats headphones and Premier League tickets. However, since you can play for money, it's 18 plus only. Thanks again to Spitch. To download the app, simply hit the link at the top of the description. Enjoy the video. We'll start with the Goalscorer Odds, which are always based on the assumption that a player starts, and this is sometimes not the case. Salah leads the way with a 58.5% chance of scoring against Watford. It's one of the fixtures of the game week, and Watford still continue to leak goals, conceding 8 in their last 3. At the end of the video, we'll look at the captain poll results, where you'd expect him to be top. However, to offer a balanced argument, Salah did play the full 120 minutes as Egypt went on to penalties in their game against Senegal, during which Salah missed his penalty. Liverpool faced Benfica midweek in the Champions League, followed by Man City in Gameweek 32, but we all know what he's capable of, even with limited minutes. There's some other very tempting names among the goalscorer odds, particularly Kane, who is the most informed man right now. He's got a 47% chance of scoring against Newcastle at home. Newcastle travelled to Spurs after back-to-back losses, and over their last 4 games played, they've given up on average 2 big chances per game. With the form Kane's in right now, 2 big chances could equate to 2 goals. Calvert-Lewin makes the top 10. His odds are aggregated across his double game week and he has a 47% chance of scoring in either game. It's not an awful double game week for Everton against West Ham and Burnley, but there's few players that look worth consideration, and DCL perhaps not one of them, having not scored since Game Week 3. Morris is the only Man City player to make the top 10 for the Burnley game. In their last 10 meetups, Man City have scored 30 times in total, only conceded 3 times and kept 7 clean sheets. So it's historically a very good fixture for City, and we've seen a few 5-0 wins in recent seasons. Onto the clean sheet odds, and Liverpool are joint top with a 52% chance along with Man City. If Trent misses out, he'll be a huge miss, but mainly offensively. We could see Milner or Gomez in right back if he's not fit for it. Watford ranked mid-table for XG over the last 4 games played, so they have shown some improvement, but Liverpool are a fortress at home, second only to City at home for XGC this season. Chelsea and Brighton are tied on a 51% chance. James is another one, many of us will be hoping he's back for it. His last game was in Game Week 28 where he scored an 18-pointer before being subbed early with an injury. Rudiger's still a popular pick too, and Chelsea's season end will have a couple of double game weeks. Arsenal face Crystal Palace away this game week and have a 39.5% chance. It could come too soon for Ramsdale, however the positive news from an Arsenal perspective is that Zaha and Olise could miss out with injury. Wolves host Aston Villa this week with a 29% chance of a clean sheet. Many of us are left with Wolves defenders after the blank Game Week 30, however they do blank in Game Week 33 while other teams double, so there could be an opportunity to sell. Rock bottom this week is Watford with only a 5.5% chance of shutting Liverpool out, followed by Leicester with 11.5% chance against Man United. Onto the predicted points, and Salah is top with 9.4 predicted points. Based on all the factors we discussed, there could be an opportunity to opt for an alternative pick such as Kane. Weghorst is second with 7.2 predicted points, but the first of Burnley's double is Man City and it's hard to see Burnley scoring. Over the last 6 games played, Weghorst is averaging less than a shot per game with 5 in total, 4 of which were inside the box. Very discouraging number, but there's very few strikers, so he could still be a popular pick, considering they face Norwich in Game Week 32 and then another double in 33. Pope's another one to consider if you're keeperless or on a wildcard, due to the 2 doubles in the next 3. Trent misses out due to his predicted minutes being so low, but Robertson makes the list with 6.3 points. Kane and Son make the top 10 with 6.2 and 6 points respectively. If you're enjoying the video so far, please consider liking it to support the channel. Onto the most transfer players, and Robertson's top with 137,000 managers picking the Scot up. With Trent a doubt for the Watford game, the switch to Robertson is perfectly reasonable. However, Trent could be back for Game Week 32, which is something to consider. Cancelo and Van Dijk also make the list, who are probable Trent replacements for many managers. Havertz is second with over 100,000 picking him up. He's only 6.9% owned and he has 4 goals and an assist in his last 3 games. Chelsea host Brentford at Stamford Bridge, which is another great fixture this week. Many managers hopped off Salah to fit in Son or Kane in Game Week 30, and he's been picked up by 84,000 managers already, many of who will be looking to get him straight back in. Salah is still top in the league for expected goal involvement over the last 4 game weeks, and he leads the way in shots and shots in the box too. Tony and Antonio are very surprising names and neither look like good picks. Brentford face Chelsea this week and they shouldn't have any double game weeks for the rest of the season, and Antonio has just 1 assist in his last 8 games. Over that run, Antonio's averaging exactly 2 points per game. On to the most transferred out players, and 250,000 have already dropped Trent. As always, it's sensible to make your moves late, because on the off chance that he's declared fit and starts, he's the type of player that could punish you, particularly with such a good fixture. That said, Trent is reportedly in individual training, so it remains to be seen if there's any hope. After Jimenez's red card, he's been dropped by 200,000 managers and he'll miss the next 2. Weghorst looks the obvious replacement, but his numbers aren't encouraging, which perhaps explains why Antonio is a popular transfer in too. That said, Antonio is also a popular transfer out, with 43,000 having sold him. Son has been sold by 55,000, but he's not done anything to justify selling. However, again, many Son owners will have no other route back to Salah. We'll finish the roundup as always with the captaincy poll results. Thanks to everyone who voted on the poll on our Discord. If you'd like to join, the link's in the description. The results are in and they are as follows. Salah is top with 79.8% of your vote, and we can fully expect his effective ownership to be well over 100%. Kane comes in second with 10.6% of your vote. He's the standout alternative to Salah this week and a very reasonable pick, even if you own both him and Salah. If you expect Salah's minutes to be managed, then Kane could be the answer, as we can always trust Kane to play the 90 and he's in better form. Elsewhere, Weghorst gets a few votes, as does Son, Robertson, Cancelo, De Bruyne and James. That concludes this Gameweek's episode of the Roundup. Thanks for watching. If you found it useful, please hit like to support the channel and hit subscribe if you're new. I read every comment, so as always leave one below and I'm interested to hear your thoughts. See you soon for the next one.